Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down, Marino. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Marino. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And Vic's throw there incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Vic now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Marino. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of...
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Marino. Throw left side complete. That's Clayton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Marino. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former captain. And I do believe this this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Marino to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10 now. Marino, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
24's the mic. They gonna need some therapy.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now, meanwhile, Marino with the incomplete pass. It was knocked away. Marvin Harrison, the intended target, and it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Marino. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Clayton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
A gain of
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They run on first down with Jackson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Jackson, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Marino sets up. Oh, now Marino here throwing another interception. Picked off by the 8-time Pro Bowler Steve Atwater. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Having awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to the air, Marino after the pick 6. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's Marino to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. And they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Over first and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. After the interception, here's Marino. Throwing left side, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Marino will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to
a great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
For the extra point.
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. Vic loses the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, Vic. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long for Vick. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
At the 41-yard line.
Vick operating on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good. Vick in trouble, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Marino here from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia indecisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And in the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vick. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Complete to number 87. A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Second down at 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On third down, Vick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Vick will look to throw on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. First down, Vick. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Vick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Vick
looking for Hill again. This time it's complete.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion, but it's the way that he throws the balls.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lawrence Taylor. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll hit Jackson complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Now Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 2 now, second and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Reggie Wayne there to make the grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now Marino to throw it, and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That throw by Vick incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Kill. Hey. Lucky. Switch.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 28-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. From the gun, Vic. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. Vic now from the 50. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vic. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Vic.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Marino. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Marino will look to throw on first. Looking left side of, he's got a man. It's done. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Marino. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
24 is the mic. Watch the pass. 24 is the mic.
They're going to try and throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Now Marino on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
1st and
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here,
costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Vic loses the football. It's out.
But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
3rd and long for Vic.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
To Marvin Harrison.
From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
For the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying to...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets it to Cooks. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
38-yard line.
24 is the mic. Set the 3. Set the turn. Defense, let's go. 24 is
Vic operating on 1st down. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
24 is the mic. Watch the pass.
From the gun, Vic. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
By
Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This will be the final play of the half. Vic. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down. Marino. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
From the shotgun, Marino. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So here's Vic following the interception. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now this throw caught left side and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
Vic to the air again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
To number 83.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
34-yard line.
Now it's Marino. And that's caught inside the 35.
Always a pleasure.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Reggie Wayne, 66 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. To throw again, Vick. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They will indeed go for it. Vick, they're going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Marino. Oh, now Marino here throwing another interception. Steve Atwater with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Marino's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch 85. Watch 85.
Operating from the gun. Vick. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Cowboys 21. Panthers 7.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
From the gun, Vick. And that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
24 is the mic. All day, baby. All day. 24 is the mic. Watch the back. Check. Cut my team.
They'll try and throw for it with Marino. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Michael Vick. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
25 yards that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Marino going to throw despite the late lead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Hey, check back 34. Wait, 34.
Now it's Marino. Throw left side complete. That's done. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Marino to throw. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Marino. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. And that's the play, that pick by Mathieu, that will seal this football game.
The Honey Badger does it again. And I think one of the best nicknames that's ever been given. Just so inspired. He may not care, as Honey Badgers don't, but he understands how to get around the ball, and he just sealed another victory.
How do you know about the mental psyche of a Honey Badger?
That's always been the expression. The Honey Badger, he doesn't care.
Going to throw right side here, complete. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Marino actually going to look to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing here, Marino. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Panthers 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
After the interception, here's Marino. Over the middle, complete. It's done. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For Marvin Harrison. Incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Marino. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
For Marvin Harrison, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Marino. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
There we go again with Marino. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now,